and Raymond James Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, taking on a squad from the American, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bulls will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In the formation on 1st and 10. And off to Jones. Fights off a defender. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
And the Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. Thrust that arm out. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they're giving it to the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Braxton. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They punt it away on 4th down. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got it down the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
You You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The offense changing the play. Brown wants to pass. That's caught. It's Norton. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Bulls line it up with a 1st and goal. Here we go. They'll try to pass their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Bulls! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he loses the football on the return. And lucky for them, they got that football back. You want to hand off some momentum, that would have been the way to do it.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Dropping back, it's Braxton. Pressure coming. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, USA! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
If you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest. Takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Forced out of the pocket. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Rush is on him. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
It's complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Got it, looking for the first down. Touchdown, South Florida. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Braxton. Throws to the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Fires left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Golden Eagles will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sun Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way. Traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. leave it with him. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. To the air, it's Holstein. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
To the air on second down. Floating away. Throwing right. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. It's Reed. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, and now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Tyson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call. Giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a 1st.
Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Man, Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Reed. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
They'll run the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Still looking, on the move. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Pitt looking to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Back to pass, it's Holstein. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. At the 35, he's open. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap it to the back. Finding open areas. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Sun Devils in the hurry up. We'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Nittany Lions will put total leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 30. Yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to get...
Going deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Green. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Finds his man. It's Ross. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On the move, it's Allen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
The give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Back to throw, it's Allard. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Lets it fly! And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Grab near the marker, it's Anderson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Knocked off his feet. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got a man, it's Anderson. Smashes ahead. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens give
you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. And so I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud recently. Like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Tigers! Oh, that baby in and strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can
throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Ross. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. To the air, it's Aller. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Slings it downfield. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? Going for 6. Touchdown, LSU! Fit it in the window for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Not quite going to get there, and he couldn't get this game tied up. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down 1 possession. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Aller. Takes the easy completion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Pocket breaking down. Sliding for the end zone, and he dropped it. Give him 6. Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He wants to go deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, Man, what a weapon in this offense to have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
The sure hands, it's Ross. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Caught behind the line. It's Reynolds. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6. Field